Alright, so today I'm going to be looking at Sleep Theory's new song called Static. This is a band that I originally heard on Octane when they dropped their song Numb. I was like 50-50 on it. It was one of those bands where I listened to it, but I didn't really listen to it. If it was on, it was like, okay, I don't mind it. But what really got me into them was last year they actually opened for Beartooth. So when I went to see Beartooth, they played their song, what was it called? Give me a second to think of it off the top of my head. Gone or Staying. And when they played that song live, one, his stage presence, I don't know the lead singer's name, I'm not going to pretend to. I haven't looked too much into the band yet, but that song immediately got me hooked. The stage presence of the entire band, great. They genuinely made it feel like, it wasn't substandard. The quality that comes across on the radio and that comes across through a studio recording was not the same as what it was live. And this is one of the bands where hearing them live, I genuinely felt like I enjoyed it enough that I had to go and seek out their music. So, on that note, yeah, his voice is incredible live. And I'll throw in a little snippet from the show. Yeah, I genuinely look forward to seeing them again. But this is called Static. I don't know what to expect because all of their songs have been just, a variety of different tastes. It definitely is not just a one-tone variety. For example, Breaking Benjamin. Love Breaking Benjamin. I will always love Breaking Benjamin. But one style variety. All the songs sound relatively the same across all of the albums. When you hear them, you know what to expect. With Sleep Theory, I don't know what to expect. I don't know what way this is going to go. And I hope that it's going to go well. So let me make sure my volume's up. Are we loud? Yes. Got my Mikey mic because and here we go. No advertisements this time. Alright, let's see what's up with this. Alright, we're just gonna go right into it, I see. My video quality just wants to go. Crap. This is giving me Palisades vibes. That's a good thing. just sudden ending. Let me stop it before it does go into anything else. So, first listen. Catchy. Definitely catchy. Something that I would listen to more than once. It is a standard song structure, so it goes verse, chorus, breakup, or I guess I would consider that somewhat of a breakdown. Not necessarily, but just something to break up the monotony of the verse chorus structure, and then finish off with the finale. Finale? What the fuck is that? Final. But in terms of the actual song itself, it sounds good. Now, as I said during it, Palisades. Let me turn off this because I don't really need this anymore. So, Palisades. We're going to go back to that for a minute because that is a band that's been around for a while, and they have originally done something similar to this where it's a blend of the modern rock hip hop style with the upbeat, I don't know what you want to call that, like, I don't want to say electro because it's not really electro, but that upbeat, high BPM type sound. Example, Player Haters Ball, if you ever heard that song. But this song in particular versus some of the other songs I've heard by Sleep Theory really reminded me of that, and that is a very nostalgic sound that I enjoy. It is good because I know that for some people who listen to the other songs that are on my list of reviews, they might think of this as generic, but I genuinely enjoy having some of this thrown into my listening as well because it's catchy. It's not overly thrashy in your face. There's not too much to pick at. It's enjoyable to listen to. It can be radio friendly without it being sellout or just plain monotony. Because there are songs that are like that. And this is not one of them. And because I originally found them, got more into them from his live vocals, I know that this song would be well executed live. And that's something that I genuinely look forward to. So not just the clean vocalist, but also the guitarist that does the backing. He sounds equally as good live, so that's not something to overlook either. As a whole composition, I know that this is something that my kids would listen to as well. And I know that sounds sad, but it's not. This is something where I can kind of gateway them into a heavier style of music. So it has the standard pop rockish feel with a modern type of instrumental that is familiar to people who do not listen to the type of music that we tend to listen to. And then it throws in and slowly segues into something that is more heavy without it being intrusive. So you're not going to be able to to throw somebody directly into Cannibal Corpse, whereas you can introduce somebody who's never listened to music like this to Sleep Theory and they would find it enjoyable, suitable. And, especially for people who like to be exclusionary, where they feel that only certain types of people can listen to certain types of music. I think that the entire composition of the band as people definitely helps that as well, because it breaks stereotypes that don't have to exist, because as a metal community, we all know we don't give a fuck who is in the crowd as long as you're having fun. So I like the song a lot. I'm happy to see that Sleep Theory is continuing to get the exposure that they deserve, and I hope to see more coming out of them. And I think that as they continue to grow, they're going to build more on their song structure, and they're going to grow exponentially in terms of what they're capable of doing. Because this is just that, starting point. They're not super, super big. You know, they are not always headlining tours, but they are definitely joining in big headliner bands. And they are becoming a big name. And in doing so, I feel like they're going to branch out and become more experimental as their fan base grows because they're going to have that capacity to do so because there's going to be people that are loyal to them. Similar to like how I Prevail went from their original EP and, you know, Heart versus Mind, going from that style all the way to what we know now with Fuck What You Think You Know, DOA, completely different style, but still equally as good. And having that variety, especially once you've established a fan base, is crucial to continuing a success. So some people like it, some people don't. Overall, meh, I like it. Otherwise, yeah, you know the drill. Bye.